The discovery of the Pacific Islands, a long and complex journey. The Pacific Islands, a vast expanse of land scattered across the world's largest ocean, have a long and fascinating history of discovery and settlement. While Europeans are often credited with discovering the islands, the reality is much more complex. Indigenous peoples had been navigating and settling these islands for millennia before the arrival of Europeans. Indigenous exploration and settlement. The first settlers of the Pacific Islands are believed to have been Austronesian peoples from Southeast Asia, who began migrating eastward in outrigger canoes around 5,000 years ago. These skilled navigators used the stars, winds, currents, and even the flight patterns of birds to guide them across vast distances of open ocean. Over centuries, they populated thousands of islands, developing diverse cultures and societies. Key points. Lapita culture. This early Austronesian culture, dating back to around 1600 BC, is considered the first widespread culture in Oceania. They were skilled potters and farmers, leaving behind distinctive pottery designs that have been found across the Pacific. Polynesian expansion. Around 3,000 years ago, a subgroup of Lapita peoples, known as Proto-Polynesians, began a remarkable eastward expansion, eventually reaching Hawaii, New Zealand, and Easter Island. Micronesian and Melanesian developments. Other groups, such as the Micronesians and Melanesians, also developed unique cultures and societies, adapting to the diverse environments of their respective island groups. European arrival and exploration. European contact with the Pacific Islands began in the 16th century, with Spanish explorers venturing into the region. However, it wasn't until the 18th century that European exploration of the Pacific intensified. Key figures and events. Ferdinand Magellan 1521. Although he did not reach many of the major island groups, Magellan's circumnavigation of the globe brought European attention to the Pacific. Alvaro de Mendana de Nera 1568. The first European to sight the Solomon Islands. James Cook 1768-1779. His 3 voyages to the Pacific significantly increased European knowledge of the region, mapping many islands and encountering various indigenous cultures. Other European explorers. Numerous other European explorers, including Louis-Antoine de Bougainville, Jean-François de Galaup, Comte de Lapérouse, and Abel Tasman, contributed to the exploration and mapping of the Pacific. Impact of European contact. European arrival had a profound and often devastating impact on the Pacific Islands. The introduction of diseases like smallpox and measles decimating indigenous populations. European colonization, driven by interests in trade, resources, and missionary work, disrupted traditional societies and cultures.